You know, I equate what Lyft did. This is Lyft's Bud Light moment. Well, they sure have put us in a pickle, haven't they? I mean, smells like desperation to me. But let's get this money anyway. They can't stop. What we gonna try to do? Let's go. So I don't even know where to begin. I guess everybody knows by now, right? Lyft is taking the Lux platform, replaced it with this new Extra Comfort. And on the surface of it, when you look at it, we all knew it was a pay cut, right? The first night it popped off, you know, they were paying like Lux rides, Lux prices down here in South Florida for these Extra Comfort rides. But then the next day, they were paying regular Lyft prices for Lyft Comfort. Now, and then we discovered another problem within the app. You know, they put the Extra Comfort in there with XL. So you can't separate the two. You know, like on Uber, I can separate XL from X. I can separate XL from Comfort. I can separate XL from deliveries or Premier. I can't separate on Lyft. And that's by design, because they want us with these XL vehicles, and especially those of us that drive the higher end vehicles, you know, the 50, 70, 80, $100,000 vehicles. I mean, why would you force us to use a platform that we wouldn't be profitable on? Not even break even. We would not be profitable. And I think it's kind of dirty and sleazy what they did. And then, as we found out Thursday night, when you go to change your platforms, you put on Black Lux and Black Lux XL, and you sacrifice XL because you don't want to keep getting bombarded with the Extra Comfort rides, right? You do that, you have to go back and check because they're still forcing Extra Comfort rides onto a platform that I didn't select. And then when you turn the app off and you turn it back on, it automatically defaults back to everything's wide open. Yeah, they're doing some dirty ass shit. It really is. I don't know how else to say it. I told you guys when this new CEO came on, nope. He is a paper doll. And this is not to discredit him, but he's got no control. If you listen to his interviews with CNBC, MSN, whatever, and then you listen to him with Sergio, the rideshare guy, he's very nondescript, very ambiguous, no details. And when you have somebody that refuses, for whatever reason, to be specific with an answer, you know there's a problem. You know they're hiding. So there's no transparency, y'all. This is going to be a big move that's going to hurt a lot of drivers. And I mean a lot of drivers. I think the number's a lot higher than what they're telling us, right? They're saying 6%. I think it's a lot more than that, because now you're going to have drivers like myself that have to make a decision. Do we sacrifice XL because we don't want to get our ARs so low? Now, I understand. People say it doesn't matter. I'm telling you, in my opinion, the shit matters. It ain't supposed to matter. But when have these apps done anything legal? I'll wait. When? They're always a beg for forgiveness, ask for permission last companies. This is what they do. They claim to be so goddamn woke, but yet they're the dirtiest players in the game. So with that being said, now you're going to lose a bunch of drivers that have the Suburbans, the Escalades, the XT6s, the QX60s. They got to make that decision. Do I shut off XL? If I shut off XL, then the only thing left is Lux Black and Lux Black XL. And guess what, folks? Some people are going to benefit. They're going to see more traffic through their apps. as long as their ARs are up, as long as their ratings are up, and as long as they take whatever cuts come on Lux Black and Lux Black XL. We know Lux Black has been trimmed from $2.50 a mile here to under $2. We know this. Go back and look at my other videos. You'll see I've shown you. So the decision becomes, do I make that sacrifice? All right, so Lyft just sent me my first trash ride of the day. You can see it right here. It was a comfort ride, going a total of 23 miles for $23. Not to mention the tolls and the time. It was an hour ride, an hour ride. The Fort Lauderdale Boat Show was in, and they want me to drive an hour for $23 and change. It ain't gonna happen. That platinum status that I worked so hard for to get up to, train the algorithm, yeah, that's out the window now. The games, man, the games. Well, all I can say is this ain't what I thought it was gonna be today. I've gotten 2 requests so far. Both of them Lyft Comforts, Extra Comfort, whatever the hell it is. Both of them trash. I did one ride to get me from north back to south. And believe it or not, it was a regular Lyft ride. It was, I think it was like 36 or 37 miles. And I guess I'm gonna have to do a video. I'm gonna break all that down. At what point do you switch over from mileage to time? Because I like to stay around that $60 an hour. You know, if I'm booked, it's got to add up to $60 an hour, which is tough and a high standard, but I look. I do have a scheduled ride. It's a $60 Lux Black scheduled. I'm going to leave here now to go pick them up. It's 7:30, so that should be a good ride. It'll bring me, after I'm done with that ride, it'll be 2 rides for $100, which in the grand scheme of things, 2 rides for $100, I'm smashing my hourly. But the 3 hours in between, there ain't nothing coming up. Not on Uber, not on Lyft. What's going on, rideshare peoples? Where's the money at? So it is 9:47. I'm in the airport queue, believe it or not, FLL. The queue was really, really low. Couple flights coming in. I'm 1 to 5 on XL, 1 to 5 on Lux Black XL. You know what I noticed? I've gotten 5 total requests today. 0 on Uber. The 5 have been on Lyft. 2 of them was scheduled rides that I picked up. So technically, I've gotten 3 requests on Lyft. All 3 of them were Comfort, Extra Comfort, whatever the hell it is. I've only gotten 1 XL request since Wednesday when this shit went into effect. All the XL drivers that used to take XL riders that used to take XL, 1 or 2 people, they're now taking the Extra Comfort. Lyft has really screwed the fucking pooch on this. The other thing, Uber's not going off at all for me. At all. So everybody's, the riders are going to this Extra Comfort, and we're getting poked. I knew this was going to have a big ripple effect. And sure enough, it's having that effect. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. That's all I got to say about that. So I don't even know where I left off last night, but I will tell you this. After really thinking about it and after working last night, and don't get it twisted, I had a decent night last night. Wound up 5 trips on Lyft for $270, 2 trips on Uber for another $42 and change. Ironically, I did not get a lot of Uber requests. And they got to the point with Lyft where I just turned off XL and turned off that Extra Comfort because, I mean, frankly, I wasn't getting any XL requests until late in the night. And those damn Extra Comfort rides were coming in cheaper than regular Lyft rides. So I just went Lux Black XL. You know, I equate what Lyft did. This is Lyft's Bud Light moment. Hear me out. When Bud Light hired that Harvard, Yale, Ivy League school marketing guru, and she decided that we're going to go after a whole new demographic because, you know, Bud Light and Budweiser wasn't already this giant mega corporation making all this money. No, they had to go for this new demographic. And by doing that, they cut their balls. Like literally, figuratively. They cut their balls, right? They alienated their base. They alienated those that supported them. So this is what happens. By eliminating Lyft Lux and introducing Extra Comfort and putting it into a premium standard, you've effectively chased drivers off that platform, off that level. Because in order to work XL now on Lyft, you got to deal with the Extra Comfort pings. Some of us don't want to deal with that. A lot of us don't want to deal with that. All it's going to do is upset us and piss us off because as XL/Lux drivers, we were used to a certain amount of money for each ride. You know, we could guesstimate per minute, per mile, yada, yada. Now you can't do that. When these Extra Comfort rides are paying less than standard Lyft rides, we got a problem, Houston. We got a real problem. I don't know what brainchild came up with this. The other part to this. So not only are drivers sacrificing XL pings, riders are going to be seeing. They're going to see the quality of the vehicle now that's coming through on Extra Comfort. And they're the same goddamn cars that are on regular Lyft. Same subcompact Nissan Sentras, Toyota Corollas. Y'all keep joking. Go look it up. Those cars are considered Extra Comfort. You can't get two dogs back there, medium-sized dogs back there, much less lone people. But whatever. So riders are going to be like, well, what the hell is this? I ordered Extra Comfort. There were people that would take XLs because they wanted more room and only be one or two people in the car. So now you're going to tell that guy or that woman that used to take XL that a Toyota Corolla is the exact same size. It makes no sense. Y'all, it makes no sense. Now, hear me out. Guess how else they're hurting drivers? Now you got drivers, they're going to say, well, the hell with this. I'm going to run over to Uber Premier if you have it in your market. I can't drive Lux. I'm not going to put a $50,000 car on Extra Comfort, so I'm going to go drive Premier. And the XL guys and girls that are driving XL, they're like, well, I don't want to deal with that shit, so I'm going to go over here to Uber and drive XL. Well, guess what you just did? You just gave Uber more supply of drivers. For whatever reason in the past, they didn't want to drive Uber. Now they're going to drive Uber. So now you just brought the market price down by adding to their supply. So now drivers get screwed over there on those platforms too. Like, what are you people doing? Are you that hard up to be profitable that you always got to do, you know, every business does the exact same shit when they got a bad business model. And you know what that is? They cut labor. Well, we got to get labor down. We got to get labor down. Listen, none of you brain children out there have gotten autonomous cars working yet. None of y'all. I see Uber is in bed with Waymo. So I guess that $15, $20 million lawsuit didn't mean anything 3, 4, 5 years ago. They're in bed together. Autonomous cars. But you're not there yet. And yet you going around and you do this. I challenge the CEOs, right? You guys are supposed to be brainiacs, well-educated, masters of your industry, captains of your ship. Build a better product. Because right now I can do the same thing that you guys do with your app with Google Maps. Don't ask me, ask Austin, Texas. When Uber and Lyft pulled out, Ride Austin was a thing. You guys keep messing around with the drivers. The drivers are going to, I'm telling you, they're going to have enough. And then you're really going to be in hot water. Because as the car quality comes down, as the customer service comes down, as the lack of communication, I know you guys don't want to hear this, the lack of communication between English-speaking people and non-English-speaking drivers, that's a real thing. Those are laws in certain states and cities. That's going to become a thing. Quality's going down, quality of driver, quality of car, all of that's going down because You two companies are in this race for this mythical bottom. A race to the bottom, the Walmart syndrome, I call it. Meanwhile, drivers out here that have invested in you, are now feeling the pain. We already pay the price. I don't know. We'll see how the week goes. We'll see how this progresses. I'm going to figure it out. One way or another, I'm going to figure it out. Anyway, that's my rant. I just felt like I had to get it off my chest. I don't know if I'm going to publish this or not. If it makes it to the internet, I'm still out here making my money just like everybody else. And we'll see how it goes. Anyway, that's all I got. I'll talk to y'all later. Stay safe. Peace out.